Welcome to Zoom in Data. In this session, we will focus on Databricks cluster architecture and types, which is a foundational topic for understanding how Databricks executes workloads at scale. Clusters are the core compute layer in Databricks, and a clear understanding of their architecture helps explain performance, cost optimization, and workload reliability. This topic is extremely important for data engineers, data scientists, and platform administrators, and it is commonly asked in Databricks interviews to assess practical platform knowledge. Subscribe to Zoom in Data to continue learning Databricks concepts in a clear and structured manner. What is a Databricks cluster? A Databricks cluster is a group of virtual machines that work together to process data. These machines are configured to run Apache Spark workloads. Clusters provide the compute power required for data processing, analytics, and machine learning. All Spark jobs in Databricks run on clusters. Why are clusters important in Databricks? Clusters provide scalable compute resources. They allow parallel processing of large datasets. Proper cluster configuration improves performance and cost efficiency. Understanding clusters is essential for managing workloads effectively. What are the main components of a Databricks cluster? A cluster consists of a driver node and multiple worker nodes. The driver coordinates job execution. Worker nodes perform data processing tasks. Together, they execute Spark applications efficiently. What is the role of the driver node? The driver node manages the Spark context. It schedules tasks across worker nodes. It collects results and handles job coordination. Driver stability is critical for job success. What is the role of worker nodes? Worker nodes execute tasks assigned by the driver. They process data partitions in parallel. Worker nodes store intermediate results in memory. Their number and size affect performance. What types of clusters are available in Databricks? Databricks supports interactive clusters. It also supports job clusters. Each cluster type is optimized for specific workloads. Choosing the right type improves efficiency. What is an interactive cluster? Interactive clusters are used for development and analysis. Multiple users can share the same cluster. They support notebooks and ad hoc queries. These clusters remain running until manually terminated. What is a job cluster? Job clusters are created specifically for automated jobs. They are ephemeral and terminate after job completion. This reduces resource wastage. Job clusters improve cost control. How does autoscaling work in Databricks clusters? Autoscaling automatically adjusts the number of worker nodes. It responds to workload demand. This improves performance during peak loads. It reduces cost during low usage periods. What is auto-termination in Databricks clusters? Auto-termination shuts down clusters after inactivity. It prevents unnecessary compute costs. This feature is especially useful for interactive clusters. It supports cost optimization. How are cluster nodes provisioned in the cloud? Databricks provisions cloud virtual machines. Nodes are created based on cluster configuration. Cloud providers handle infrastructure availability. This abstracts infrastructure management from users. What is cluster mode in Databricks? Databricks supports standard and high concurrency modes. Standard mode is used for single-user workloads. High concurrency mode supports multiple users. Mode selection impacts performance and security. How does high concurrency mode improve cluster usage? It allows multiple users to share a cluster. Resource isolation is enforced between users. Query execution is optimized. This improves cluster utilization. How does Databricks handle resource allocation within a cluster? Resources are allocated dynamically by Spark. Tasks are distributed based on availability. Memory and CPU are managed efficiently. This ensures optimal workload execution. How does cluster size impact performance? Larger clusters can process more data in parallel. Oversizing increases cost without benefits. Undersizing causes slow job execution. Proper sizing balances performance and cost. How does Databricks support cluster customization? Users can choose node types. Memory and CPU configurations can be customized. Spark settings can be tuned. Customization enables workload-specific optimization. What is the role of cluster policies? Cluster policies enforce configuration standards. They restrict unsafe or costly settings. Policies help maintain governance. They simplify cluster creation for users. How does Databricks ensure cluster security? Secure access controls limit cluster usage. Network isolation protects data. Credentials are managed securely. Clusters comply with enterprise security standards. How does Databricks handle cluster failures? Failed nodes are replaced automatically. Jobs can be retried. Fault tolerance ensures reliability. This minimizes workload disruption. How does Databricks clusters support data engineering workloads? Clusters process large-scale ETL jobs. They handle batch and streaming pipelines. Performance scales with data volume. Reliability supports production workloads. How do clusters support data science workloads? Interactive clusters support experimentation. GPUs can be used for advanced workloads. Large memory supports model training. Collaboration is enabled through shared clusters. How does Databricks manage cluster lifecycle? Clusters can be started, stopped, and terminated. Lifecycle is managed through the UI and APIs. Automation supports DevOps practices. This simplifies platform management. Why is cluster architecture a common interview topic? It tests understanding of Spark execution. Interviewers assess practical Databricks knowledge. Good answers reflect real-world experience. It shows ability to optimize workloads. What are best practices for Databricks cluster usage? Use job clusters for automated workloads. Enable auto-scaling and auto-termination. Monitor performance metrics. Follow governance policies. How do Databricks clusters enable scalable analytics? They provide elastic compute resources. Workloads scale with data growth. Cost and performance remain balanced. Clusters form the backbone of Databricks analytics. Thank you for watching Zoom in Data. If you found this video helpful, like, share, subscribe. More Databricks interview and tutorial videos coming soon on Zoom in Data. Stay connected and keep learning with Zoom in Data.